Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for your second video of the day. And this is a bloody weird one. I've never felt in this position before when it comes to making a YouTube video. Morally, I feel as though I'm probably doing the wrong thing and there is very, very good grounds for me to just say, you know what, I'm going to boycott this, not going to bother talking about it. But before I get into my Brighton preview, because obviously I've made this video, you guys have questions about why not? Why didn't you boycott it? Why have you continued to support the club? Let me explain what I'm doing here. Until a ball is kicked in the Super League, it's going to be very hard for me to disengage with Chelsea Football Club. As much as I am completely and utterly against the decision that the club has made, I'm disgusted, quite frankly, by what we've decided to do, or what the board and the owners have decided to do by putting us in this Super League. However, it doesn't mean that I'm not a supporter of those 11 players that have given us so much joy over the past few weeks. Those 11 players and squad players and everything else, Thomas Tuchel, all of these guys, I've not had a single say in whether or not this goes ahead. Yes, you might argue that in press conferences they could stand up and talk about it, but I fully understand why they don't. So for that reason, tonight, when Chelsea play Brighton in a Premier League fixture, which if we win, we move back into the top 4, until this is over and until there's absolutely no reason to ever play a Premier League game of football again, because we won't be able to compete in the competition in the future, until that is officially done and dusted, I want to continue supporting those Chelsea players and the Chelsea manager who has given me so much joy throughout my whole life and currently in the Premier League and Champions League and FA Cup run that we have been on and we've been able to enjoy so far this season. So just to clarify, I've got to put this in here because every video I make now here on GBFC, I'll be doing myself and I'll be doing the fans and I'll be doing football and injustice if I didn't make it absolutely paramountly clear that I flipping hate the Super League. I don't want the Super League. I don't want to support the Super League. And if Chelsea Football Club do end up kicking a Super League football, trying to go after this Super League bloody trophy that we don't even know what it bloody looks like yet, and I don't want to know either, if that happens, I will not be supporting the club. I will be supporting the players who have no choice in the matter for this right now. I'll be supporting them for the rest of the season in whatever matches we play. I think there's currently a very crazy trend going around amongst the conversations regarding this Super League on social media. People are hating on everything. They want us to lose tonight. Now, I don't think that is right for 1 second. I think even if this Super League happens, if 11 players wearing the Chelsea blue shirt play against 11 players wearing the Real Madrid shirt, I'm never going to want Real Madrid to bloody win or Barcelona to beat us. It's a flipping lunacy. It's a lunatic's idea. I'm sorry, it's an idiotic idea. I want Chelsea to win any match that they ever play. I don't want this Super League to happen, but tonight we've got a game against Brighton that, despite the chaos, I really think it's not going to be an easy one to win this. I think on paper Chelsea should be beating Brighton, but because of everything that's going on, I think the players are going to have one serious mind on everything, on what's going on at Stamford Bridge. There's actually a protest that I want to endorse here on GBFC that is going to be happening outside of Stamford Bridge at 5:30 p.m. tonight, UK time. Fans that want their voices heard against Chelsea entering this Super League for all of the reasons that we've addressed over the past couple of videos, that I've addressed on Twitter. If you are in London or you can get to London for 5:30 p.m. this evening, please don't go there and trash our lovely stadium. But go there and get your voices heard, sing Chelsea songs, make the board understand and make the people inside that stadium who will be there right now, because there's a game on tonight, make them know exactly how you feel. If I was in the UK, I'd do everything in my power to be there. If you can't, totally understand it. I'm not going to say anything against you, but if you can, go and get your voice heard, because we have very little time to make any kind of change here. I said it in my video earlier today. If you haven't seen that, you should go and check it out. I said, and it was addressing the talk yesterday, that there were a couple of English clubs that may be on the verge of revolting and pulling out of the competition. Since then, I've also read that Florentino Perez said that it's a binding agreement and all the teams that signed will not be able to leave. There is a lot of controversy that we still don't understand, that we will only understand over the coming days. But if you can, go to Stamford Bridge tonight, get your voice heard. It means a bloody lot to me, and it will mean a lot to everybody else who watches these videos. So I hope you guys fully understand that my stance on this is I am a Chelsea fan of not the club right now, because I flipping hate what they've done, but these players that we have loved and supported all season long. Our new manager who's given us so much joy since he came to the club. These guys haven't chosen this. We should support them as much as we can. And if you are somebody who's chosen to boycott everything already, I totally understand where you're coming from, but please don't hate on me for trying to hold on to as much of my Chelsea as I possibly can for as long as I can. As things start to develop, I think my opinion's going to change. I don't really want to be supporting this competition whatsoever, whether Chelsea are in it or Chelsea are not in it. If Chelsea are not in it, then flipping hell, say goodbye. I'm never watching anything again that involves any of the clubs involved. But we move. We move. Yes, guys, for real, we move into my lineup for Brighton tonight. I'm hoping that if Chelsea players can just focus on getting the job done on the pitch, then in my optimistic mind, you guys know I'm always an optimist. In my mind, if we can get the job done, finish in the top 4 this season, then I just pray, I hope that we can be playing Champions League football next season. It's the only competition I care about in Europe. I only want to ever play Barcelona and Real Madrid in a Super Cup or a Champions League game. Even the Europa League pees me off sometimes because I wish we were in the Champions League. That's it. My team. We're going to start off with the goalkeeper. Kepa kept a clean sheet at the weekend against Manchester City. That was in the FA Cup, got us to the final. But Edouard Mendy comes back in goal. There's not been enough happening to suggest that Mendy isn't ready to carry on as Chelsea's #1 in the Premier League. So Mendy starts in goal. We move into a centre-back 3. Thiago Silva is supposedly a doubt for this game tonight. We saw that Tuchel was directed very quickly into answering questions about the football that's still to be played tonight. Thiago Silva has been doing a lot recently, to quote almost word for word. I think there's something along those lines. So Thiago Silva drops out. Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen, who Thomas Tuchel has confirmed is back and ready to play, alongside Tony Rudiger at the back. I think the record that we have with Rudiger in the 11 is absolutely insane. I think we've only conceded 5 goals in matches that Rudiger started this season, or in a certain period of time that's quite long. So Rudiger definitely needs to get a lot more credit. Christensen, who's been very good when he's played, he comes back into the team. I hope you guys like this very ambient light. And let me show you the sunset. It is absolutely gorgeous in front of me right now. But we move into the wing backs. Brighton are a very decent side. They play some nice fluid football going forward. They like to get the passes in between the lines. We obviously saw earlier in the season Tariq Lamptey's form was very good. Don't believe he's back and ready for this game tonight. Might be wrong there. My mind's been clouded with so many other footballing things to think about. Imagine that. But we go with the wing backs of Reece James and Ben Chilwell. I think that Tuchel is 100% going to want to send his team out there tonight to make the fans happy, to get a good performance and get a result, because boy, do we need cheering up right now. If you're one of the Chelsea players watching this video, which I highly doubt you will be, go out there and give us a show tonight. Go out there and do something for us, because we need something to cheer about, whether you want to celebrate a Chelsea win or not. I personally still want to celebrate the team, not the club, the team, until we pull out of this flipping you guys know what I'm going to say. We move into a central midfield 2. Still no Mateo Kovacic, so N'Golo Kante and Jorginho make up the midfield. I realise the light is disappearing very fast. Those two were absolutely brilliant against Manchester City in the Cup, and I think it's important that they continue to build that partnership and start this game tonight in the Premier League. If Thomas Tuchel really wants to do something for the Chelsea fans, he might give Billy Gilmour a game tonight, but in my opinion, we still have to fight for everything on the pitch as if things were normal. You know, this is the Premier League, the race for the top 4. We still need to be thinking about that, at least in my mind, until all of this is said and done and we get clarity on the situation. We move into a front 3, and I've actually made a couple of changes tonight. I think Christian Pulisic has been absolutely immense over the course of the last couple of games, but Timo Werner was very good in the game against City. So Mason Mount, Christian Pulisic and Timo Werner. I've dropped Kai Havertz out for this one. I think we're going to need those runs from Timo Werner, using his pace to exploit the Brighton defence. I think Chelsea would do very well with that front 3. I know that this is very difficult to watch. To be honest, I'm actually struggling to properly record with much mental clarity what I want to see happen tonight from this Chelsea team, because it is hard to really keep our minds away from anything other than what's been happening with the European Super League. But again, let me know your thoughts on this starting 11 in the comments down below. Let me know what your hopes are for the game tonight. I'm hoping that maybe one of the players comes out and makes a stand with a celebration or something. If Chelsea can win the game and they make a real statement about hopefully changing their flipping minds on this, or one of the players takes a stand, that's the dream. That will be as good as celebrating any goal or victory. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. There's a guy there on a scooter driving past me. It's almost fully dark, so I'm going to wrap this one up here. 6 things we learn. I don't know if it's going to be out straight after because I don't know if I can really push myself to do it yet, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Come on, you Blues.